Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and today I am doing a May book haul.
Girl, I don't even know when month I'm in.
Pretty big haul. I have 11 books that I bought, and I'm just gonna run through them real quick, where I got them, and kind of a little bit of what they're about. Okay. So the first book I'm going to talk about is The Night Circus, and it is by Erin Morgenstern. I have no idea what this book is about. I know it includes a circus and maybe a little bit of a love story. I got this book because Hannah over at Clockwork Reader is a fan of this book. She always says that this is her favorite book, and I love Hannah. I love her channel. Anything she recommends I pretty much get. I have other recommendations from Hannah in this stack actually, so that's the reason I got it. I've seen it around BookTube a few times, but I don't really know what it's about. The next book on this list is Speak by Lori House Anderson, and I picked up this book on Book Outlet. I think this might have been like $4 or $5, and it follows the story of, what is her name? Melinda. She is a freshman in high school. She goes to a party. She ends up calling in the cops at this party, and she's kind of looked at as the snitch. People aren't really, you know, trying to be her friend after she snitched on everybody, and her freshman year in high school turns out to be a pretty rough year until she reveals what really happened at the party. Okay, the next book on my list, it is The Way I Used to Be. This is by Amber Smith. The reason I picked this up is because Emma Books here on BookTube said that it was a really good read. She said that she was crying throughout it. Eden is the main character. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that it is about Eden being raped, I believe, by her best friend's brother, and dealing with the consequences of that. So it follows Eden after the incident. The next book on my list is Eleanor and Park. Don't know a whole lot about what this is about. I mean, I really don't know a lot about these books because I prefer to not know. Like, the less I know, the better. I know that Eleanor and Park is a love story. Eleanor has red hair and the wrong clothes. Park, he knows she'll love a song before he plays it for her. And I believe I also got this on Book Outlet, so right around the $4 or $5 range. The next book on my haul list, it is Midnight at the Electric. As usual, I don't know what it is about. Looks interesting. I think this was like $3 on Book Outlet. It is by Jody Lynn Anderson. So it follows 3 different perspectives, someone in Kansas in 2065, someone in Oklahoma in 1934, and someone in England in 1919. So it follows these 3 people, or 3 groups of people. I'm not sure yet because I haven't read it. I don't know what it's about. So yeah. The next book on my list is Persepolis. I actually read this the day I bought it. I got it at Barnes & Noble. I got everything from Barnes & Noble I'm getting from the website because the retail prices are crazy. I get all Barnes & Noble's books on their website, and I almost always have a coupon or a gift card. So it was my birthday. My birthday is April 30th, so it was right around my birthday. The week after, I had a gift card, picked this up, added a coupon, came out to like $8 or something.
I'm out of breath.
So Persepolis follows the story of Marjane Satrapi. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but she is also the author of the graphic novel. This is her memoir. This is her story from the age of 6 to 14. It kind of starts, you know, with her life being normal and how her life is affected by the civil war in Iran, and just intervention from, you know, other foreign countries due to oil and that kind of thing. So how her life changes, how her family dynamic changes, it is heartbreaking. I think I cried and laughed equal amounts of time. I saw at Barnes & Noble that they have just a big one that has parts 1 and 2. I have not read part 2, but I will be picking that up soon. The next book on my list is Jacobi, or maybe it's Jacobi. First of all, can we talk about that cover? That is so pretty. Newly arrived in New Fiddleham, New England in 1892. And in need of a job, Abigail Rook meets R.F. Jacobi, an investigator of the unexplained with a keen eye for the extraordinary, including the ability to see supernatural beings. Abigail has a gift for noticing ordinary but important details, which makes her perfect for the position of Jacobi's assistant. Doctor Who meets Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why I thought this has something to do with Jack the Ripper.
There's always some people at my door trying to preach to me about something.
The next book on this list is I Believe in a Thing Called Love. It follows the story of Desi Lee, who is a Korean American that's got a pretty great life. Sounds like she's killing it in school, but she's never had a boyfriend. She decides that she wants to have a boyfriend, and she plans on getting the hot guy in school by following the K-drama outline, basically, to get a guy to like you. So I really like K-dramas, and I'm super into like Korean culture. I think it's so dope, so I had to get it. I got I Believe in a Thing Called Love on Book Outlet. Jacobi, I got that at Book Outlet as well. Book Outlet is super lit. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but I definitely am obsessed with their website. I'm on there browsing all the time. Okay, so the Merciless. First of all, hello, look at the freaking cover. I saw on Goodreads that this is Mean Girls meets The Craft, like, you know, like super creepy witchy shit, and it is about popular girls versus like the losers. For mature audiences only. I got this at Goodwill for like 75 cents, and it says, Brooklyn Stevens sits in a pool of her own blood, tied up and gagged. No one outside of these dank basement walls knows she's here. No one can hear her scream. Sophia Flores knows she shouldn't have gotten involved when she befriended the popular girls on her first day at school. She admitted their perfect hair and their good girl ways. Oh no, she admired their perfect hair. They said they wanted to save Brooklyn. They wanted to help her. Sophia didn't realize they believed Brooklyn was possessed. Whew!
Say less.
Last book in my haul is The Hate You Give, and I am super late on this novel. Read this pretty much the day I picked it up. I cannot express enough how well this book was written. You know, I had seen this book on BookTube. It had been recommended to me from people who know that I like to read. It was recommended through Goodreads multiple times, and I just was like, you know, I'm gonna read it, and I never ended up picking it up. This book is fantastic. If you have not read this book yet, I don't know what you do. This book was smart. This book was funny. This book was sad. It was heartbreaking. It was politically charged. It was relatable. First of all, I grew up in a neighborhood very similar to the one that Star grew up in, and I could relate to so many of the little inside jokes that they had. It was just such a good freaking read. I listened to the audiobook, and I also was reading it, like physically reading it, so I got the best of both worlds. Written by Angie Thomas. Angie girl, Angie, you broke my heart. You know, I really love that it touches on what America is going through right now, what it is like to be Black in America. I think more of us need to make an effort to stand up against police brutality, whether it affects us or it doesn't. I would like to link some videos of Black Americans who have spoken on this book. If I do end up finding really good ones, they'll be in my description box. So that is it for the month of May. Those are the 11 books that I hauled. I will probably be doing a May wrap up and all the books that I read this month, as well as a June TBR. So hopefully I can get those out in the next couple of days. I am now going to drink some coffee and drink some water and take this makeup off, try to hit the gym. I got this little handy dandy little button, so I just press it and it stops recording, and I press it and it starts recording. Sure, that's cute.